I'm back again. This is Tony with the Why, the Simple Guy. We're just moving right along here, and we just continue to move forward. 2 episodes ago, I talked about the word no, and so I'm going to move right through, not quickly, but I'm going to move through so that we can break this next chapter down, and we're in chapter 19. Woo! We are moving right along. We went from 1 to 19, and we are just powering through this book. And you are powering through this book with me. I want to shake your hand. I want to give you a high five. And I want to turn around. I want to pat you on the back and say, way to go for hanging in there with me. As you know, ink pen, multicolored ink pen. If you think it, ink it, right? Highlighter, water, high quality H2O. Multicolored cards. I make this fun. I want it to be fun. So I can use white cards and I can use yellow cards. I can use green cards. But let's make it fun. Let's make it fun, right? And as always, my glasses. But if you need them, use them. If you don't, we're good. Ready, set? Let's read. Chapter 19, setting no goals. Would you agree that the average salesperson slows down when he or she reaches their quota? My mentor asked. Yes, I reply. Why do you think that is? They're rewarding themselves for their accomplishment, I guess. Rewarding themselves by ruining their chances at having a record-breaking week or month? No, I think it's just another way of saying staying within their comfort zone and avoiding the pain of rejection. Most people classify the amount of pain they must endure to survive in this world as necessary pain. Anything beyond that, by definition, is unnecessary pain. That's why it becomes so easy to dodge that extra effort. We label it in our minds as unnecessary. That's exactly what I did this week. I finally admit it. I had a great Monday going. I was there for 3. And what did I do? I spent Tuesday doing paperwork, Wednesday in a focus group, and on Thursday I was going to play golf until I fell out of bed and wound up here, that is. Ben Franklin said it best, success has ruined many a man. Wow. Yeah, well, I'll let having a great day turn into a horrible week. Let's look at what would have happened if you were setting no goals rather than yes goals. Okay. What was your sales goal for the week? My goal was to close 4 sales, I replied. And how many calls do you usually make in a typical week? I tried to get myself in front of 20 prospects every week. Okay, so what if instead of having the goal of getting 4 yeses, your goal had been to get a minimum of 16 no's? What would have happened on Monday afternoon after you closed your 3rd sale? Instead of being ahead, I'd have been behind, I exclaimed. Correct. So what would you have had to do? I'd have to increase the number of calls if I was ever going to get to 16 no's for the week. Exactly. Your success would have led to an increased number of calls, whereas when you were going for yes, you decreased them. I get it, I said excitedly. Let me use my friend Paul, who is in network marketing, for example. If his goal was to get 10 people per week to come to a meeting, and typically about 5% of the people he approaches are willing to attend, then his goal would be to get 190 people to say, no thanks. Yes, his goal would be to get rejected by 190 people. You might call it the get rejected and get rich plan. Get rejected and get rich, I repeated quietly to myself. Eric, I'm going to tell you the truth. I haven't set a traditional success-oriented goal in almost 10 years. I only set goals for the number of no's I am going to get. You set no success goals at all? I asked in disbelief. None whatsoever, he responded firmly. If I focus on how well I was doing in terms of result-oriented goals, I'd probably slow down just like you did. But instead, I focus on the behavior-oriented goals of constantly increasing my rate of failure. I have complete and total faith that if I set my failure goals high enough and do my best in each and every sales situation, then the success will come, and they always do. I understand, but it's still going to take some getting used to. It took a while for me too, and it took even longer for Elaine to get on board with the idea, but once she embraced it, there's been no stopping her. How does Elaine get to apply the concept, I asked. Well, she owns 3 galleries now, 2 in San Diego and 1 in Santa Barbara. She owns them, I stammered. Yes, with a total of 45 salespeople who have all countless opportunities to go for no every day with every customer that enters the store. Believe it or not, research shows that 85% of all interactions between retail salespeople and shoppers end with the salesperson ever asking for a buying decision. 85%, believe me when I tell you, a huge part of Elaine's success has come from the way she trained her people. No one walks out of the Elaine Bratton Gallery without saying no at least once. Okay, this chapter was a little lengthy. That's okay, but we powered through it. So give yourself a high five because we powered through it, right? And that's what we're doing. We're starting and we're finishing. And I appreciate you starting and finishing with me. I mean, it's been an amazing journey. And so I'm reaching down here and I'm getting stuff totally distracted by what I'm getting ready to say. And so I hope you got what I was saying when I was reading, how important it is to not get caught up in rejection and get caught up in the end result, and not to take things personally to the point where it causes you to stop or quit or put down the book that you're getting ready to read or the practice words that I'm going to give you, to slide those over to the side, okay? And like I said before, we have to be able to move forward, but you have to trust me. You have to know that I know what I'm doing in the process of helping you. And these first episodes are about just reading and you listening to me read and hearing the words that I'm saying as I'm reading them. Because remember the 4 keys? Let me go over the 4 keys here. It says the 4 keys, listen and learn. So I want you to listen and learn while I'm reading. Okay, it's okay that we haven't started yet. I'm building the foundation for us getting forward as far as reading is concerned. Okay, repeat and recall. If you hear some words, repeat them and recall them so that you hear them, listen to them. The Bible says, he who has an ear to hear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. As I'm talking to you now, and as I'm talking, I hear these words coming out of my mouth and going into my ears. And so that's a part of learning, right? Visualize and understand. Visualize something. You know, a lot of times when I was going to destinations, when people were giving me directions, I would visualize how this store, this road, that road, these people standing on this corner. I would visualize. Visualization is powerful, and understanding. So as you visualize, the more you visualize, the more you'll be able to understand. And consistent practice. Okay, practice. We have to work on practicing. You know, it's important that you practice this. You say it over and over and over again. And if you say it over and over again, and if you practice over and over again, and you do this every day consistently, and I'm not talking about doing hours. I'm talking about doing at least 5 minutes. 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes. Take 3 minutes. From 3 to 5 minutes. Take it. Pick one of those minutes and do it. Nothing less than a minute. 2 to 5 minutes. Here, no, I'm going to give you this. 3 to 5 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes. Come on. We can do that. We can do this. Say, I can do this. Remember, I can. Be an I can person. I can do this. And practice reading words, reading signs, reading the back of trucks, seeing words that you understand. and visualize what that word looks like or what that word means. That's what I want for you, because we are moving right along and we are almost finished with this book. You have hung in there with me and we are powering through to the end. High five. I love you. I love all of you. Every last one of you who have decided to hang in there with me, I love you and I want the best for you. So this is Tony with the Why, the simple guy saying, dream big, but keep it simple. Why? Because you will never be bigger than your dreams. Take care, take charge, and I will talk with you later.